So today I'm going to be doing a review of Cyberpunk 2077, and yes, I have got a cold. That's why my voice is deep. So if you wonder why my voice sounds off, yeah, you've just been given the reason why. Anyway, on to the review. So I am reviewing Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch 2. Um, anyway, on with the review. So Cyberpunk 2077 is a game by CD Projekt Red, who you may know for the Witcher series, such as The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. It's an open world game. There's got RPG elements in it, and the story revolves around the character of V returning from, I believe it's Atlanta, to the city of Night City. And I won't spoil too much, but you end up in Night City. Everyone has cybernetic implants that um, greatly enhances their quality of life, but they can be terminated at a moment's notice if they misbehave too much, because they're all linked into the dystopian system. And V's what's it called? V's chip ends up getting corrupted, and it's a life and death situation, and he must find a way to get it to resolve the issues before it's too late. So the gameplay is mission based. You'll go from one mission to another. You'll complete between 20 to 30 missions during the game. It takes about 26 hours to beat, give or take, and there's also the Phantom Liberty DLC, which adds about 12 to 14 hours. So if you do both, you're looking at about 40 hours, which is pretty good. And yeah, so the gameplay, it's a first person shooter. It's got elements of that. You'll be going up against the dystopian government, slaying their troops one by one and gradually taking the city back under your control. But there are multiple different endings. I got quite a somber ending. I won't spoil it, but yes, I got quite a somber ending. And the ending differs depending on the choices you make throughout the game. So it's got great replayability. You can level up your character gradually throughout the course of the game, giving them, for example, more health, more better reflexes in combat, certain buffs and abilities with certain weapons. It's all very deep. It's what you come to expect from an RPG game nowadays. And there's many different cars to drive, and I'm going to be honest, the handling is not the best, but you will get used to it in time. But if you're riding a motorbike, you'll frequently be getting thrown off it, which can be a source of amusement, of course. The graphics are phenomenal. The Switch 2 version is like on par with probably a PS4 Pro, so it's pretty good. Yeah, there's and the game's combat system isn't the best. I'd recommend, if you're going to play through it for first time players, just do it on easy with the combat difficulty set to easy. If you do that, you won't have too much of a hard time. But the story's epic. It's really good. You can customize your character as you want, give them their own hairstyle, clothes, etc., etc. One really cool thing about the game is that if you set a waypoint, it will show you the best way to get to it. Most games now, you set a waypoint, it'll just give you a generic line towards it. Cyberpunk gives you a route that'll gives you the best route to it. And if you go doing it on foot, for example, it'll take you through alleyways. If you're on a car, it'll just take you down the road. Um, you know, this and you can call vehicles to you with the presser with with a couple of button presses, so you can call your bike up to your car, whatever. And it the city's quite big. It's not particularly big, but it's a decent size. Uh, the save system is save anywhere, although you can't save during combat, and during certain dialogue sequences you're unable to save, which is a bit annoying, but it's not too much of an issue. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, so the missions there are very varied. One mission you might be uh, killing government forces. The next it might be quite a peaceful affair, going around finding different collectibles. Certain missions require you to go to a place at a certain time. But when you get there, you can skip forwards in time to the required time, so you don't have to worry about that. There's plenty of side quests. As you're traveling around, you'll see assaults. You On the screen, it'll pop up assault in progress, and you do them, you'll get a good amount of cash or credits, and you'll unlock and you'll get good loot or gear as well. So there's a lot of stuff to do even after you've done the story. Once the story concludes, there's still probably a good, if it takes you 25-26 hours to beat like it has for me ish, roughly, there's still a good 14 to 15 hours worth of content. It's yeah, your combat system, you have unlimited heals and grenades, but there is a cooldown period, so you can't abuse them willy nilly. But yeah, I don't think there's any flying like planes or helicopters. I didn't experience any of that. It doesn't mean there isn't any though. There's yeah. I was trying to think of anything else, to be honest. Let me think. There's an area called Dogtown that was added, but that is just for the DLC, which came out in 23, so a couple of years back. Well, 3 years back now. The load times are a little bit long, but they're not too egregious. Yeah, the game save size can be a bit big. They're about 101 megabytes, so it could take a bit of time for that to upload to the cloud or whatever external storage you decide to back up to. But yeah, all in all, it's very fun. There is a weight system limit as though, which is annoying. So if you didn't like it in the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, you're not gonna like it here. But to be fair, you can carry a fair amount you before you're walking around at a snail's pace. But yeah, the game runs really smoothly on the Switch too. I think it's like 30 frames. It might jump to 60 sometimes, but it's really smooth. I remember hearing about when it originally came out, it was just running like absolute rubbish on PS4 and Xbox One, but those days are over, thankfully. With the Switch 2, the battery life, alright, it's like 2.5 to 2.25 hours, but yeah, it's not a bad game, to be honest. Although I would recommend picking it up on like PS5, Xbox Series S and X, or Switch 2, because they've got the much better performance than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions. We don't talk about those versions. Or you can pick up one PC if you've got a powerful enough rig, but I'm sorry if my review wasn't as good as usual. I've got a cold, so it's a bit difficult for me to focus, but I hope you enjoyed it either way, and hopefully the next that hopefully the next video will be quite soon.